All right, so in video 3, we are going to look at the third style of planner cover, and this is meant to mimic the kind that's kind of got like a fancy hard cardboard cover, and then again kind of a piece of tape that runs along the side where the spirals are. So this is kind of one of those kind of higher end spiral notebooks. So we've already looked at filling in previous videos, so please refer back to those for how to fill the covers and as well as the tape. In this video, I would like to focus on the spiral rings and how you can switch them out. So you see I've got silver rings here, and I've switched them to gold over here. We've still got the silver ones running down the middle. So included in the package is a set of coils and binder rings. So I've got them in silver and in gold, and then also the binder rings in silver and gold. And there is also another file included that has additional rings, both the kind that would go down the center that have the little closure mark, as well as the kind you might show on the outside of the planner, so when the planner's closed. This would be like good for if you were trying to mimic a disc bound kind of planner. And also, if you want to create new binder rings, like I have over here, you would use this solid piece and then just scale it out. Everything in this package is a vector, so you don't have to worry about expanding anything out at all. So I've got just some done for you samples here that you can use to assemble your own set of rings, as well as a couple different colors of wire coils and then also single coils. I will show you building a set of coils in a separate video, but I just wanted to show that these are available. And let's go back to the ones that I have done for you. So I've got some wire and some spiral, and they both have the holes punched already next to them, and then the binder rings. So what I want on my planner is to switch, let's switch this center one to gold. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over to my binder rings, and I'm going to highlight over all of this gold, and I'm going to do Control C to copy. I can also go to Edit, Copy, and then I'm going to go to my planner layout, and I'm going to click on this one. I want to make sure I'm on this artboard. And then I'm going to, you can Control plus V, you can go up to the Edit and Paste, or you can right click and paste. So different ways to do the same thing. Now this came in a little bit smaller, but that's okay, because like I said, this is all a vector. And so I'm going to kind of line it up to the existing one, drag it down so the bottom kind of matches, and then I can kind of scale it out just a little bit so that the width is similar, and just adjust it till it looks pretty similar. And you don't have to match the one that I've provided. You can scale this to whatever size you want. But now what I'm going to do is I am going to grab all of these coils, and if you look here on the open layout on this artboard, I'm going to expand it out. I have got the gold wire, which is my new one, the left coils gold and right coil holes gold, so that's the little hole punches on either side. And so this one, if I click on this layer, you can see this is the holes of the silver rings. I'm going to hold Shift and click on this one. This is the holes on the right side of the silver rings, and then this is the silver themselves. So I want to select all three of those, actually holding Control to select all of them, and then I can trash them. And my trash can is covered over by my screencast controls, so I'm going to right click and just go delete, and that gets rid of them. And now I can click on my gold wires, holding Control. I'm going to click on the holes and select all three of those pieces, and now I can just move them into place. And there we go, we've switched those coils. Now, the other thing I want to show you is, let's go take a look at this front cover. So when you're looking at the book closed or on the back or on the front, you don't have holes on both sides. You only have holes on one side. So if we go back to our rings and take a look at the layers, let me just click off of this. If we look for the gold wire, here's that. And then I have the holes all near the bottom. So we want the left coil holes gold. I'm just going to select that to make sure that that's the one. Yes. So let me go back here and just kind of show you what I'm looking at. So I want holes on the right side, no holes on the left. So going back to my rings, in my layers, this is my left coil holes for the gold. So I'm going to go to this little check mark, turn that off, and now it's hidden. And so now while it's hidden, I can go ahead and do the exact same thing that I just did. I'm going to highlight it all, copy it, and then bring it over to this layout and paste it. And then I can move it next to here, kind of tweak the size of it a little bit. And then when I'm happy with that, I think the easiest way to delete it is not to select it here. I mean, you could, I can just select these silvers and just get rid of them, and then I can select the holes and get rid of them. But sometimes you grab stuff you don't want to when you do that. So the other way to do that is like I showed you over here, to find it in your layers. I do have everything labeled. And so find it in your layers and just highlight it and dump it in the trash can down here. But anyways, either way works. So let's select this, and I also need to select the holes. So, and this is a case where, yeah, I'm not grabbing it very well when I try and click it with the mouse. So let's click on my, let's go to the front cover. Here's the gold. So front cover artboard, gold wire, and then the right coil holes. I'm going to hold Control so that I've got both of these selected, and now I can grab them and move them over. Now you'll notice that they have now gone behind the tape. We don't want that. So what we need to do is, this is the tape, this rectangle, and I am just going to move that below the coils. And where did my holes go? Okay, so the tape here is on top of my spirals, so I need to get it behind there. Now sometimes when you drag things down, it tries to nest under a layer, and that's what just happened here. So I am going to pull it down, and you can see how the blue is a little bit indented. So I want to pull it out this way. Come on. And there we go. So now it is not nested under my coil holes like it did the first time, and you can see the holes right here. Okay, so that is how you can swap out the coils to a different color. And obviously you can go to these binder rings and you can actually change the color of any of them. So I can click on this spiral, and I can go to my swatches. And the nice thing about designer is there's these Pantone Metallics, so it's got a bunch of sort of metallic shades already in there. So if I wanted like a pink, kind of a rose color, I could just do that, and now I've switched the coils to a different color. So that's how you can edit the coils on number 3.